Hi and welcome. My name is Tina Caruno. I am the school counselor over at Hill Freedman World Academy. We are an international baccalaureate world school that serves students from grades 6 through 12, and we're located in the Eastbound area, northwest section of the city. Today, we're going to go over a large amount of information. I do want to say that hopefully I address all of your questions during this session, but if you do have questions, I'll be more than happy to answer afterwards, or you can find our information online on our website. And that will also have support for doing the school selection process and to meet with us in workshops and open houses. But today we'll go through what is International Baccalaureate, some of the school logistics, clubs, activities, and the programming we have here at Hill Freedman. To get started, we have a quick message from Mr. Majewski. Here's our principal, head of school.
Hello, families and students. I am Mr. Majewski, the proud principal of Hill Freedman World Academy. We are glad you're taking time to review our school as a possible fit for you and your family for 6th or 9th grade, for your child will discover themselves, be challenged academically, and develop a pathway to college. Last year, 94% of our seniors were accepted into college. Hill Freedman World Academy is also a safe place where we encourage students to build their individual voice. An example of this is our music technology program that creates a new album each year based on student-driven voice, music, and collaboration. You can see the link on our website to the music program. Please go and listen to the incredible music created by students. Stay safe. Hello, families and students.
Thank you, Mr. Majewski. Now we'll move forward into school culture and programming. What you see there is our hawk, which is the mascot at Hill Freedman. So a few highlights for our families. Hill Freedman is currently on its 8th graduating class, and we just were ranked the 8th public school in the city of Philadelphia based on our different rankings of test scores and college and career, and also the culture that we've created in the building. We have about 95% of our students each year are accepted into schools of choice and 4-year degree programs. Last year in 2023, we had over $2 million in scholarships that were offered to our graduating senior class. And because we are an IB program, we also had over 22% of them receive full scholarships into their post-secondary programs. And one new feature for the Hill Freedman this year highlight we have is that students who are in our middle school will be able to have a direct pathway and acceptance into our high school, which is, again, it's a new feature and change for this academic year. Discussing a little bit further about our IB program. So students coming into Hill Freedman in grades 6 through 10 are part of the middle years program. This is where we try to bring some community awareness and ownership into our students' own hands. In grades 6, 7, 8, and 9, they work with their class or their grade to come up with a community project or a piece of interest where they want to show support. And then in year 10, they use the modeling they've had from 6 through 9 to do a personal project at the independent level to, again, show a passion or something in the community that they want to support and how they can take some initiative and move forward. What is also unique to Hill Freedman, though, is in grades 11 and 12, our students become part of the diploma program. And that basically is our students in grade 11 and 12 are taking college level coursework, which as they perform well and they get through the 2 years, they take an assessment at end of senior year, but ultimately can transfer into college credit. Now, every school is different, every university is different, but we do ensure that our students are prepared to hopefully optimize the opportunities towards college credit that they receive. In some of your larger schools, you're going to have opportunities for students to test into an honors program or test into an advanced placement program. Here at Hill Freedman, once your student is accepted, they are automatically put into the International Baccalaureate program and ultimately have the opportunity to take then those college level coursework during 11th and 12th grade. When thinking of our students, though, we want students who embody what we see on the screen here is our learner profile traits. We want them to be open-minded, risk takers. We want to focus on how we can support these individuals to be independent, lifelong learners once they leave school. And we see the learner profile traits ingrained throughout our school with different community meeting messages, our Students in the Month shout outs, and different awards that are given at the end of each year. Our big takeaway, though, is not always the concrete content that's being learned, but the skills that you need to be a lifelong learner. And that's what we try our best to do is prepare our students over at Hill Freedman. I will say it's a very rigorous program. Academics are number one, but it is something that has become our students leave feeling secure and knowing that they can tackle real world challenges. And to support that conversation, I have a view of our teacher. This is Mr. Phillips. He is our senior chemistry teacher at the moment. He also is our science department chair, talking about why he enjoys Hill Freedman and the IB program.
Every student is like.
Hello, my name is Mr. Phillips, the 10th grade chemistry teacher at Hill Freedman, and I also serve as the high school science department chair. So why did I choose Hill Freedman? Well, the main reason is simply it's an IB school, and I know that IB allows me as the teacher, empowers me as the teacher to empower students by actually teaching the content according to how the students can best perceive it and receive it. But my main staple as a science teacher is that I was a former biomedical engineer. So I'm constantly looking for applications for the students to deeply understand how chemistry is involved in their lives. For example, we've done chemistry experiments where we've tried to alter foods using chemicals, specifically chocolate, to try to make it taste better and to also make it healthier for consumption. Additionally, I've partnered with the University of Pennsylvania in the past to actually do a lead contamination study across the city. And I've gotten the students involved in actually collecting soil samples from their very own homes and being able to submit them for analysis so we can see the detriments of Philadelphia's history in the lead industry and how that can impact us today. So again, I love Hill Freedman because I get to empower students by equipping them with relevant knowledge of chemistry and science in their daily living.
We always say at that point, thank you, Mr. Phillips. He does a great job of explaining those real life resources that we can pull into the classroom, again, to build skills for our students. And then I also think it's always a benefit to hear from one of our past seniors. So I'll give a quick opportunity for her.
Every student is life challenging. In many more good ways than bad, this program teaches students how to grasp bad challenges head on. The IB requirements may make the program seem difficult, but it's all in how you perceive what's difficult and what's easy. There's going to be all-nighters that you're going to have to pull, and sometimes you may have to cancel your plans, but as long as you work around those few changes that may occur, there is nothing that can stop you from being in your prime throughout these next 4 years.
One of the big takeaways from that is really that our job is to prepare our students for life outside of high school. And with that, especially as the counselor, is developing a true work-life balance, is supporting not only just the academic skill acquisition, but also those soft skills that are going to ensure that they can take on challenges as they move forward. Now we move on to school logistics. Where is Hill Freedman? Hill Freedman's located in the Northwest section. We're considered in East Mount area or Cedar Brook area. For anyone who is familiar with the neighborhood, we actually are located next to the Germantown Super Site. So that is our home field. All of our students who are accepted into Hill Freedman, and once we look at where their permanent address is, are provided with a student fare card or a TransPass key card, as long as they live 1.5 miles from our school location. We do have multiple bus routes that do bring our students to and from the H, XH, L, and 18. And we do even have some student drivers who are able to park in our parking lot. Students come from all over the city of Philadelphia for their education at Hill Freedman. And a lot of times we have groups of students who travel together to and from the different bus stops and trains and subs and things to get here and safely. Thinking more in school logistics, each day starts at 7:49. First period for our students is the start of the day. We want to encourage all of our learners to be here on time and ready. That means if you are late, it's impacting your education. You're missing that first period class, and there's going to obviously be that natural consequence of not passing, not doing well. We do have 4 minutes between every class. There's a community meeting, or what's considered our homeroom, that try to build some positive relationships within each of the classes. That happens twice a week. And then at the end of the day, we finish each day at 2:49. That is consistent Monday through Friday, unless there is a schedule that has been adapted for various reasons in the district. Thinking of our uniform policy, I mentioned in the beginning, we are a school that is 6 through 12. So for our high school, we focus on trying to give some freedom and leeway with the uniform. Students are able to wear any type of Hill Freedman polo at the top. It can be gray, it can be navy blue, or they can even choose to wear a college or post-secondary, trade school, military branch, t-shirt, hoodie, long sleeve, whatever is appropriate for the weather. All of the bottoms of our students, we ask to be jeans, they can be sweatpants. The one thing we stay away from is leggings and tights for our ladies. Shoes we're asking to be closed toe. We do not accept Crocs here at Hill Freedman or any type of flip-flop, just to ensure the safety of our students. And in ninth grade, students do take a gym or a PE period where they will have a gym uniform, and that can be purchased at Flynn O'Hara. Typically during our orientation, we'll support your family with any of the ordering or any of the uniform purchasing process, so we can ensure that they are ready first day of school. Our school activities change from year to year based on the influx of new freshmen and students that are joining Hill Freedman. But what you see on the screen here is a list of clubs that we try to have from year to year, no matter what. Each year we have our BSU, our Black Student Union, our GSA, Young Entrepreneur Club, and National Honor Society. We also do PSAT and SAT prep, and we test our students in the PSAT starting in ninth grade. So they have 3 years of practice before taking that official SAT on SAT school day here at Hill Freedman. We'll go into the music department with a little bit more detail, but again, we always recommend our students to get involved and get involved early so they can build the leadership skills up as they develop over the 4 years. In addition to clubs and activities, we also have a wide variety of sports that are offered for our students. In referencing before, we have access to the Germantown Super Site. So we have the track, we have the football field, we have the soccer field, and that baseball field right at our fingertips. Hill Freedman's a small school, though. We have about less than 400 students in the high school. So our sport opportunities are all at the varsity level. So if you come into Hill Freedman and you're trying to do basketball as a freshman, if you make the team, you are able to say that you are on varsity level sport. Again, encouraging you to be able to stay on the team for 4 years to help with that resume and college application process. Any of the sports that we cannot offer for our students, again, being a small school, we ensure that we connect with the neighboring partnering organization. So if you see here, football, cheerleading, and wrestling are also, we provide the students the opportunity to engage in these, but they are connected with Martin Luther King High School, which has the closest established program. Hill Freedman Music Group is very unique to our school. So we are the only school in Philadelphia with a true state-of-the-art music studio that is at student use and ingrained in the curriculum, meaning that in ninth grade, our students take a course called music technology. This is our version of the STEM preparation that we can offer. And it goes from creating beats to creating lyrics to the engineering of song production. We've partnered in the past with companies like World Cafe Live and the University of Pennsylvania to really get this up and running. One of the other highlights with that is HBO was in our school for the past 2 years filming a documentary. It's supposed to be out on HBO documentaries, I think, in November. We are still waiting on our trailer, but again, they chose us at Hill Freedman to highlight. So we know that they're doing a really nice program with the music department. And if your student's interested in any capacity, we encourage them to get involved. In addition, with just the recording music, we also have interim music, drumline, percussion, strings, guitar, anything that the student would want to learn or get involved in. We do have that in a push out schedule where they're pulled out of class 1 day a week to participate on those sports or on those instruments. I'm going to turn this over. Channel 6 did a really nice workup on our music studio again, so you can see a view of what we are doing.
A major album release party happening tonight in Mount Airy, and some big names are in town for the event. But this one is unique because it involves students in the Philadelphia School District. Our Ellen Kaloje has the story.
7 years ago, this state-of-the-art music studio was born here at Hill Freedman World Academy. They're getting ready to launch their 6th album to a whole lot of fanfare. It's so big, even HBO is doing a documentary about it.
We kind of like a family, to be honest with you.
In a school district that's struggling financially, it's not easy to create a program that produces such high-quality music.
So proud. Students are so amazing. They make this job the absolute most wonderful job I could ever imagine. I'm so proud. I'm going to start crying. I'm so excited.
Ezekiel Thurman created Hill Freedman World Academy Records, a groundbreaking program where 9th and 10th graders release an album every year. It took a lot of sponsors and help, but this one, called Growing Up Black, showcases work by 100 Philadelphia teenagers.
34 songs that were finished, student perspectives on life, on relationships, on family, on struggle. Not a lot of people got this. And like I see people on the streets and all that. I'm like, they had something like this. It probably changed, and since we got it, I'm like, we gonna make the best of it. I'm not gonna just come here and halfway do it. I'm gonna do it to the fullest.
Oh, they're doing it to the fullest. Students say the program helps them grow not only as musicians, but boosts their self-esteem as well.
It really did. It gave me actually a booster. Like before, I was always so shy, standing in front of people. Now, maybe not on there, but not like in a class. If you ask me to go, I will go up there and say, like, this really helped me with my confidence. And I really like that. I really like that about Mr. Thurman. Like he was just so accepting.
And the kids at Hill Freedman want this sixth album to inspire others here at home and beyond.
I hope that other kids around the world, if you have a music program and you love to sing, use your gift because you don't know how far it will take you.
Now, in addition to the launch performance that they just had, they will also have another one tonight at 7 o'clock for the entire community. A major
Quick little highlight there for you to see our music program. I think that the visuals that at Channel 6 were able to do really take you into the studio, and it's most important that you see it live for yourself. We do have concerts to celebrate those learners every year. And again, each year that the students are performing, they do create an album. And we're actually working on our 8th currently at this point. To kind of wrap it up, I have a few more videos for you to see to get that live view of what our school looks like and the trips and activities that we do encounter or do provide for our students. Following that, I'll go over the admissions criteria. And again, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to us over at Hill Freedman. All of our contact information is on the website.
Go to the Hill Freedman Music Group website to find out more information, and please listen to our latest album and the others on SoundCloud.
Back with thinking, time for thinking ahead. The money shades so very much from money to be. War and poverty. All teachers, time to each other way. Yeah. Only thing we gotta do is put it in our mind. I ain't guaranteed it'll work every time.
A picture's worth 1,000 words, and that's what we want to be able to give you an opportunity to really see what Hill Freedman is offering and how our students are enjoying the time that they spend over at our school. So if you are interested in applying to Hill Freedman, we are part of the school selection process. We are a criteria-based program, and we're looking for learners with A, Bs, and at most 2 Cs. We're looking for learners who show up to school every day on time and have a 90% or better attendance rate. And we're also looking for learners who performed at a 50% in either their math or ELA on the PSSAs or Terra Nova in a private standing. So it is very, very important that if you are interested in Hill Freedman, you put us down as one of your school options in school selection, and that it takes place before the end of the deadline on October 27th. Again, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, anything, feel free to reach out to us directly. And we have a few open houses that are still listed for this year, and that information again can be found on our website. Again, I'm Tina Crono, the high school counselor. I hope to hear from you soon, and hopefully good luck with your learners applying into their school choices of their choice. Thanks. Have a great day.